Today we have with us Dr. Neeta Shah, who is the Director of E-Governance in the Govt of Gujarat. Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, a very warm welcome to you in this session with Kendriya Vidyalaya students. First of all, as students, we would like to know from you, what does e-governance mean to a common man?
Do you know electronics?
Yes.
You know electronics, right? So when you come across a word E, it means something related to electronics and communication.
Okay.
And when you say governance, governance means something related to the government. So what government does?
Administration.
Government does administration internally. Government provides services to the common man. See, big industries, what big industries can do? They can produce tablets, medicine and sell in the market. Farmers can make the production of crop, right? Similarly, different businesses, they do some production. But whatever individual cannot do, that will be done by government. Like we are all living in a society. So someone regulates, keeps the discipline in the society that we all should follow some traffic rules. We all should have like in a building clean roads, right? We all should have regular power supply. We all should have clean water, drinking water. So government provides all these services. Now all these services, now we know that the population is increasing day by day. So many people, so many houses. You know, do you know what is the population of Ahmedabad? We are all in Ahmedabad.
Around 50 lakh or something.
Around 50 lakh population, right? So 50 lakh people, it means at least 1/4 of that households, if you consider 4 people in one house, right? So this many household, if government wants to know that whether they have got good clean water, drinking water, they have got different services. So for regulatory purpose, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation does many jobs. Somebody wants to establish a new business, so he wants a certificate or permission. Somebody is building a house, he wants a permission to build that house so that it is earthquake, there is no earthquake in this building and all that, right? So for this purpose, the services which earlier government was giving physically, we were all going to the municipal corporation office for paying our tax. But now we are paying the tax through internet, because internet is also, the use of internet is increasing. The use of electronics, the inventions are increasing. So e-governance means the services which government gives to the citizen, if it can be given in a fast, in speedy manner, at the most economical rate and the most efficient way, using electronics and communication, that is called e-governance. So e-governance has basically 2 phases. One phase of e-governance touches the citizen for efficient, transparent, speedy and economical service. And other phase touches to the government internal processes. How government can give these services? If its internal processes are computerized, automated, right? So e-governance on one way touching to the government internally, on other way touching to the citizen for facilitation of services in a very economical, transparent, speedy manner. That is called e-governance.
Okay. About the e-government initiatives led by you in the Govt of Gujarat.
Okay, actually in Gujarat we have many areas like tribal areas, we have rural area, we have urban areas. We all live in city, so we don't know what are the problems of villagers, right? Suppose villagers want to renew their ration card, they have to go to collector office or somewhere. They have to go 3-4 times to collector office. But if a villager gets this service at its village only, that should be part of e-governance, because in the earlier question, the answer of earlier question, I said that it should be transparent, steady, economical manner of providing government services. So giving the ration card is a service. So if a villager can get this service in a village itself, that should be the use of a government. So we started with that in government, that how individual can get the service at its doorstep. Suppose you are staying here, maybe let us say I am staying here in Shaiba. Can I pay my municipal tax from here itself? Can I pay my electricity bill from here itself? Is there any mechanism? So we try to set all these mechanism through government offices. Like if somebody lives in village, so we have computerized village panchayat office and started giving services from village panchayat office. If somebody lives in semi-urban area, then there is a government office called Nagar Palika or municipality. So we were disseminating these services through these offices. We are all living in municipal corporation area. So through municipal corporation, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is providing these services. This is one part. Second part is like somebody is not well, he is going to hospital. Nowadays we know that so many people has to take some or other way of help of the hospital, doctor, right? So we have tried to automate the services in hospital. Now those who are doing the businesses, they are paying VAT, tax. We call it value added tax. So we have tried to automate this system. Then there are system in corporation area, system in health, then education. See, today 10th and 12th students, they get result from the internet only. They see their mark sheet on the net only. So these are the processes set in different areas. There are industries. So many applications we have developed which are helpful to the industries. We know that in Gujarat sometimes we are caught with some calamities, like in Surat there was flood. So those who are affected by flood, they should get some government help, right? So if e-governance can set some system by means of which citizens get these services faster, that is the use. So e-governance helps citizen in different areas like health related area, education related area, urban or rural services related area, government services. Then agriculture, somebody is a farmer, he wants to know that like this is my farm, now which crop I can take so that I can get maximum yield. So e-governance can provide this kind of services by using electronic and communication systems. We know internet, we know electronics means some sort of computer, right? So using all this system and some programming done according to the government processes, traffic rules and regulations. Do you drive bicycle?
Yeah.
Do you drive scooter? Okay, you are still younger. So when you grow, you want your license, driving license. So if you go to RTO, this driving license system is a computerized system. So you require this. When you become like 21, you will go for voting. 18, no? Voting is at 18 years. So you will get the right of voting in the time of election. So you will require your identity card. Those who are paying the income tax, they require PAN card. Those who are going outside, they require passport. So all these systems require some services from the government. So we have all worked in these different areas to provide or to facilitate citizens in their demand from the government.
Okay. How do you think this can help common people of Gujarat?
Common people, whom do you say the common person? You are a common person?
Yeah.
As a student, you are a common person. So what is your requirement? Your requirement is like whatever you study, the reference of that material should be available somewhere, maybe on net. You want to go to Google, right? Similarly, you want to see your result fast once it is uploaded by your school as a student. Suppose as a student, you are preparing some, let us say, project. So project related detail you would like to search. Okay. So a student as a common man wants the services which is related to his education. Where the scholarships are available, which are the best colleges where you can study further. In this college, what are the processes for admission, whether written test is there, whether interview is there. So all these things, how you will know? So you want the services of government, or you want government to tell you that these are the colleges, these are the courses available for your future prospects. So you search through Google. This information will come. If I have put that information, suppose for Gujarat University, how many colleges are there? So we put this information on net, on website, and it is available to the student. So student want all this. Okay. So as a common man, as a student, you are interested in this service. Like I am a common man, common person, who is like working in the government. So I am interested in paying my taxes, I am interested in renewing my driving license, I am interested in taking some healthcare services. So these are the services I want as a common man. The person who is in a village, he wants to know something regarding agriculture, is farming, so he wants that services. So as a common man, e-governance helps through different projects in different sectors. The services which government put on internet, government put on computer, electronic way, delivering these services.
Can you tell us about something about the challenges that you face in the implementation of e-governance in Gujarat?
See, challenges are many. The biggest challenge in our country is very low level of education, right? Okay, it is increasing day by day, but because we are in city, we do not realize this problem. But educating the people that these are the services, you don't require to keep a middleman, a broker. You don't require to keep a person who will take money and help you. You don't require to spend 2-3 days for getting this certificate, right? So, how it is helping this is understand the people that these are the services available to you and you avail it. That was first challenge. Second challenge is like government people are working since years and they are used to manual system, writing on paper, on files, sending the tapals and all that. Now, for delivering the services to the citizen, we want to do within the government also most of the processes electronically. So training the government staff was a challenge. Activating the government staff to process the citizens' application in electronic fashion was a challenge. So changing the mindset of government employees was the biggest challenge. See, we cannot easily change. Now you are growing in the world of computer and you have started working with the computer from very beginning of your career. So for you, computer is very simple. So when your generation will come in government, it will be all very smooth. But in last few years, this was a transition period. So challenges were more actually. Then challenges were like, see, the people who are developing the computer systems, they should know how government functions. So understanding of government functioning was also a challenge. Then they will develop the system according to their understanding. So there will be a gap. The understanding of technology people who are knowing and operating with the technology, and the understanding of the government employees who wants to deliver the service in a specific workflow fashion. That was a challenge actually. Then other challenges were like technology is also a challenge. Technology is actually changing very fast. We were working with PCXT and PCAT, and now everyday technology is changing. Better and better computers are coming in the market. And when more services are given in the market, the demand of the people also increasing. Okay, so to bridge this gap of demand and supply was the biggest challenge actually. So mindset of people, setting the processes according to the need of the citizen. Third is the exact automation and development and deployment of the service. These are few challenges. Then I said for challenge in terms of technology also. That was also a challenge. So these are few challenges we faced actually.
What are your further plans for the development of e-governance in Gujarat?
See, right now we are providing services from either individual offices or through individual website. Like if you want some service related to municipal corporation, you have to go there. If you want some service related to your health, you have to go there. If you want some services related to education, you have to go to education office, right? Our ultimate goal is to provide all these services from one-stop shop. It means in our language we call it as a portal, e-governance portal. Portal is one type of website which will help citizen to come there, select the area of service which they want and avail that service. So that is our ultimate goal of e-governance, that all the citizen because you may ask us that you may ask me that how because all citizens do not use internet, but there are internet cafes, cyber cafes. So citizen can go there and take the help of the cyber cafe person to avail that services. So we will like to open all these outlets directly avail online or go to the internet cafe or go to the government counter to avail the services. But all kind of services should available through this portal, a common website which will give access to the citizen for any kind of services. This is our ultimate goal actually.
You said that there should be a government portal, but as you know that half the people of Gujarat are illiterate, which is a good score as compared to other states, but still it is very difficult to implement e-governance in Gujarat. So how do you cope with such situations when people are illiterate?
See, you know that government is trying very hard to educate the people. You may be aware about our program on Kanya Kelavani. Yeah. Giving education to the girl child. We try to see that the children which are going to primary school must go to secondary, must go to higher secondary and must go to colleges. So we are increasing one way the literacy level. So literacy level is day by day increasing. And second thing is we will keep the services in such a way that even if the person doesn't operate himself the internet part, he will get these services using someone's help through either cyber cafe or maybe through the kiosk. We say kiosk means a place where a person is available with the computer and depending upon your requirement he will give you the service. So literacy level we try to increase, that is one point. And second point is we are making the service dissemination process very simple. So these are the two steps we are taking. One way increasing the level of literacy, and second thing is to provide more and more outlets to avail these services so that citizen can get the services better and better. Third is like in government also we have established some sort of systems by means of which those who are employees, like in Gujarat as for example, we have 4,50,000 employees. So those who are class 1, 2, 3 employees, they will get the promotion if they pass certain basic exam of the computer. We call it CCC and CCC plus. So if they clear this, then only they will get the promotion. And those who are newly entering in the government as a government servant, their recruitment rules are such that they should have basic computer knowledge, basic computer certification. So now onwards, whoever will be entering government for the service or job, they are all computer literate. And those who are existing people, they are also now through some training programs, through some compulsion, are learning the computer to operate these systems.
Okay. Where do you see Gujarat in 10 years from now in the field of e-governance?
See, in Gujarat, what I see after 10 years is, suppose you want your duplicate mark sheet, you need not go to your school or write application or anything. You will get from your home only. What I see after 10 years is, suppose you are driving, let us say, a car or a scooter, and if you don't observe the rules and regulations of traffic, if you don't look at the red signal, okay, and don't stop at the specific location, policemen will be equipped with the gadgets or some sort of systems which will verify your details in the main computer, and they can take away your license, and you will not be in the position to drive your car further or your vehicle further. So this is the second system. Third system is what I see after 10 years is, today I am going to the shops for purchasing something. I will be in the position to put my demand on net, or put my purchase order, or put whatever, I select the item, and the shopkeeper will send it to my home. I need not go there. After 10 years, what I say is, children may not go to schools. They will study from home only. Of course, we need a teacher, and that sort of emotional touch is required. Okay, but net will teach you, resembles your class, and on internet only you can create your classroom environment and study all the subjects. That may happen. Like today, see, something is started. You must have heard about 108, that mobile medical van. If you dial 108, you get immediately in 5-10 minutes that mobile van for some emergency for a patient, right? So these services are available. Similar kind of back-end service at the hospitals because of this automation. So those who are providing the actual services like doctors, they will not spend time in doing the paperwork and whatever background work required. That will be all done electronically. He will pay the most attention on the patient only. So service quality will increase. See, sometimes some teachers are very good and their explanation is very good, and you like that teacher. So the lecture of that teacher can be recorded and reproduced. So that may happen in future. So some school who has good teachers, and these CDs can be prepared and distributed to the other school, or it can be broadcasted using some geoinformatics or satcom, satellite and all that. So villages where teachers are not there, the students in the city area, whatever they learn, same opportunities will be available to the students who are in rural area. So opportunities will also increase of learning in the area of education, both in urban and rural areas.
Okay. Now I would like to ask you some personal questions. How did you feel when you were made the Director of E-Governance in the Government of Gujarat?
Actually, when I took up this portfolio, it was a big challenge, and there were many things in my mind that, okay, I have to do something. I wanted to see people happy. I have myself spent lot of time, energy and money to avail certain services. So I wanted to see that whatever difficulties I face with government offices, the other citizens need not face these difficulties. And if we want to remove these difficulties, I took up this concept as a challenge and tried to work out the system or develop the programs or projects in such a way that more and more citizen service gets simplified electronically. So 10 years back, my mind was to improve the life of citizen, to simplify the system of availing government services, and to give core good services which are primary needs of citizen: education, health, urban needs. So these services should be available in a very simplified manner at their doorstep. These were the ideas in my mind actually before 10 years.
In your past experience of almost 20 years or so, what was your greatest achievement?
Okay, my greatest achievement, what I can tell you is one thing. I could create a level of sensitization towards e-governance, both within the government and in the society. Second is, I could create not only the environment, but I could create some systems to I could create some systems. Through this system within the government, people can improve their processes, and as well as in the citizen domain, people get more and more awareness using that. There was one more achievement which I feel that it is good. That is, like, even if citizen gets many services from the government, they have some problems. They have some grievance towards the services. So we could create a call center where they can, with dialing one toll-free number, get the services. So this, I feel, something which is very relevant to the citizen actually.
I would like to ask you, what would you be if you were not who you are now?
What I would be?
If you were not what you are now.
I think what I feel is God has given me the opportunities to work in these different areas. Started with a small or simple computer programmer, and step by step has given me the opportunities and the portfolios by means of which otherwise I would have been a simple programmer somewhere, or maybe a systems analyst or a manager somewhere. And
what would you thought when you were a small girl in school, when you studied? What do you think that I will become so when I grow up?
Actually, I had only two basic points in my mind when I was small. The first point in my mind was, I don't want to live and work for one family or one person. I would like to work for masses. That was one point in my mind which has motivated me throughout my life or throughout my career to work for society. And second point in my mind was, whatever difficulties I have faced in my life, maybe in the area of education, maybe in the area of other services, my future generation or people of my society, these difficulties should be minimized in their life. So this was the second thought in my mind. So first thought was to work for the masses. So don't live for my own self or for my own family, but live for so many people, live for society. That was first thought. And second thought was, whatever difficulties I have undergone, can I minimize these problems or difficulties in the life of others? This was my second thought. And that has helped me, these two thoughts have helped me in developing the projects, in developing the concepts and ideas, and work day and night, almost sometimes more than continuously 24-48 hours, or daily more than 18-19 hours. And that has motivated me to do all this. So sometimes when you are very young and keep some thought in mind that Okay, sometimes we all know that when sun rises, there is no darkness, right? And the whole world is bright. But when we start thinking of igniting one soul or a small lamp in a room, it can ignite at least the environment of that room. So if we keep that thought from very beginning, that wherever I am, in whichever environment I am, if I can work as a small bulb or a small lamp, the surrounding portion will be ignited. So with this thought I worked throughout my life, almost 50 years.
I have also heard that you have got some awards for your excellent work in e-governance.
Yes, I got few awards, and these awards are not for my work, it was a teamwork, because one person cannot do so many things. But luckily God has given me very good team, God has given me very good bosses also to work for this projects, and very good colleagues, and very good companies who are working with us to actual deploy and see the results of the project actually. So these awards are not the actually work of one person, it is the work of too many people, and whatever individual recognition I have got from many people, I see that these are basically the my own parents who has given me such thoughts from my very childhood, that live for others, work for others. So it is all the gift of these great people, it is not my own actually.
Well, please accept our heartiest congratulations for the same. Now, lastly, would you like to give any message to the children of Gujarat?
Yes, I would like to give two messages to the children of Gujarat. See, in India, we have 55% youngsters. So when we give 55% in Gujarat, also 55% youngsters are there. So this young blood is our future. Gujarat today has started the journey on a very, very fast track. Even if it is industrial sector, education sector, in health sector, in any sector, agriculture sector, right? So these children will grow tomorrow to make this development even faster. You know, we have a science city.
Yes.
Science city is built for children, and we would like to see the scientists, the children who come here, and if few people can think differently, they will become great men for the country. So I would like to see Einstein, somebody from Einstein from Gujarat. I would like to see some other Rutherford from Gujarat. So I would like to see this kind of people in future, and these children will grow in this dimension actually in future.
Well, thank you for your precious time which you gave us.